Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Mima's Crafts and Chaos. I'm Kimberly and today is Froggy Friday. So this is a collaboration with many people and there will be a link in my description box so you can watch everybody else's video. And today we are going to make a frog prince. So I have this frog mold, and I'm going to use some Baltic Day, and this is basil. It's a really pretty color though, and we're going to use that color. And then I'm going to add some of the Starry Sky Golden to it because he's a prince, so he's got to be, you know, princely. And then this is a glitter, and it's blue, green, gold. And it's the Malibu, or Marabou, sorry, I always want to say Malibu. It's Marabou alcohol ink, and it's the glitter blue green. And this is just the Starry Sky Golden from, I get this off of Temu. Anyway, and then I think, I haven't quite decided, but I think I might add some gold flakes to it, just to see how it'll look. And then we've got a gold, we're going to give him a gold crown. So let's get going here, and we're going to mix our colors. I don't know if I really want it to be super opaque. I think I want it to be, you know, because I want to be able to see this stuff in it and the gold flakes. So it's going to be not super opaque, but we're going to do hopefully this will be, I thought this even kind of had a golden cast to it. That's why I picked this color for him. So you can kind of see it's kind of goldenish in there. I thought it'd be really pretty on him. And we're using, I'm using Let's Resin, epoxy resin, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's what I use pretty much 99% of the time. Every now and then I will use something else, like fast or deep or something like that, but I pretty much use this one all the time. Okay, so let's add some of this Marabou blue-green to it. You don't want to tip this straight up and down because there's the ball bearing in there. It'll just fall to the tip, and then you won't get any out. And we'll add some of this to it. Stick this on my shaker for a second. See if that gets it off the bottom there. You have to shake this one really good. It falls to the bottom, especially the gold one. Okay, add some of that to it. And I think we will add a little bit of the gold flakes to it. Not a lot, just a little. That one's stuck on my tweezers from earlier. I was trying to break this up because the one I had is really, really big chunks, and I didn't want big chunks. There we go. That's just enough to give it a little bit of more gold. All right, we're going to get this poured. Actually, I'm going to run this through my vacuum chamber first because I don't want it to be all bubbly. So I'll go do that really quick, and I will be back in a flash. Okay, we're back. I forgot to tell you that I did put eyes in him too. I use I believe they're 8mm. They're the smaller ones because he doesn't really have a very big spot for eyes. I'm going to spray some alcohol down in him. And then I want to pour it slowly down the side. So that's going to be fun, I think. I think that's going to be cool. He holds approximately 5 ounces. And I did separate this just because it was starting to get a little warm. Give him some taps. This mold does pretty good. I've made it a few times. I've never really, you have to be careful doing this kind of stuff because we don't want to dislodge his eyeballs. So let's just take, let's see, what should we use? Let's use one of these little things and we'll just kind of go around the edges and make sure he doesn't get any bubbles in him, like around his lips and stuff. I don't think we'll have much problem with bubbles, but for this one, he doesn't really have any sharp angles and stuff. But pretty much the worst is right here around his chin and that, but it's pretty angled pretty good too, so I just don't want to dislodge his eyes or any, but we do want to dislodge any bubbles that might get stuckered. Okay, set that there. Scrape this out. And he is kind of sitting on a mound. So once we get him demolded, we'll take like a marker, the paint pins or something, and we'll paint the mound so that it's different than him. Okay. I'm just going to hit that. It's kind of got a couple bubbles there. Let's hit it with our heat gun for a second. Okay. Okay. Got him chopped off there. Go around his edge a little bit. His toes. He kind of has more of a webbed foot look than actual toes. This one does. So it's a tad bit different than the other frogs. But I just like the way he's sitting up. He just kind of reminds me of a prince. The way he sits up. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's not hot. So I thought I would dry the bubbles or something. Okay. I'll get him over on my heat mat. I'll find something to put this rest of this in. And I should have looked to see how much I actually mixed up. Sometimes I wonder if my measuring things are off because it always seems like I get way too much. But we'll get him on the heat mat and then we'll be back for demolding. See you soon. All right. All this is cured up. So I poured just these with my leftovers, these little turtles and this turtle. So these are all the same. Probably just put a little magnet on the back of them, but they're not. They're kind of fun with the gold flake in them. They turned out cute. I like that color. That's a good color. So there's all our little turtles. Now let's see how this turtle turned out. I like this little turtle. He's cute. Oh, he did good. No bubbles in him. He turned out cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Usually, sometimes I get like the mica bubbles right here under his chin, but we did good on him. He turned out cute. Okay, let's see what our Prince Frog turned out to look like. Oh, he just popped right out of there. Oh, he's got some gold on him. It kind of sunk a little bit, but that's okay. And his eyes got kind of covered over. Might be able to get some of that off of there. It's weird. This eye turned out good. That eye over there is bad. Huh. Interesting. Wonder if my UV resin wasn't cured enough or something, maybe. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, but look, it's kind of coming off. So we might be able to fix his eye. Can't have a blind prince. Well, I guess we could. Maybe he got this eye. Maybe his girlfriend slapped him. All right. Yeah, it's kind of coming off. We can probably fix that. Get his eye to show. Yeah, maybe I just didn't get the UV resin cured good enough around it, and that's why it did that. Huh. All right, well, I won't sit there and pick at it right now. So, the one thing that we got to do, I'm not exactly sure which one would be best of the markers to, maybe this color. Wonder what, if we want him, do we want him sitting on grass? Or do we want him sitting on, or maybe it's supposed to be a toadstool. I don't know. Let's see what this looks like. We can always wipe it off if we don't like it. Shake that baby. Let's see how he looks here. I don't know. It's a good toadstool color. Yeah, I think we'll do that color on it. Alright guys, we're back. So I finished up all these. These I didn't do anything with except for put a magnet on the back. And him, I just gave him some eyes and a mouth, and then I did put some UV resin just on the shell, just to shine up its shell a little bit. And then our frog prints, I painted the lily pad and gave him a crown. I did clean out around his eyes better, so his eyes do show up better now. And then I covered him with UV resin to make him shiny, because this is a dull mold. And I did give him a mouth. So anyway, there's our cute frog prints. So anyhow, that's it for this Froggy Friday. Enjoy the rest of the videos. Don't forget to go into my description box, click on the link, and it'll take you to everybody else's video. And don't forget, always embrace your chaos. Love you guys. Bye.